Stocks were up slightly today on news of a trade deal between the U.S. and U.K., but we have seen investors pull back in recent weeks as the president imposed tariffs on most American imports. Anxiety is rising, and Americans' opinions about the future is, kind of looking cloudy.
That's right. Here to talk all about the economy is Dr. Vivek Shah from the Burns School of Real Estate and Construction Management at the University of Denver. So thank you for being here first and foremost. So you sent us some talking points ahead of the interview, and you say that Colorado's economic outlook, quote, is very strong. Can you explain that, please?
I think Colorado is a very balanced economy. When we look at the economy, we look at what sectors and how diversified those sectors are. So if you look at that, Colorado is pretty strong as compared to some other states which have all their eggs in one basket, right? So technology, STEM-based industries, oil and gas, healthcare, financial services, pretty well spread out. So that's what I mean when I say that the outlook for Colorado, long-term outlook is pretty strong. And if you look at Colorado as a state, we have everything. We have the most number of sunshines, one of the top 5 in the country. We also have a great airport. People often ignore that, but I feel that is a very strong point going in favor for Colorado. And still, from what I understand, it's by 2029, it's going to be one of the largest airports in the country. And the other things, very, very educated state. It's, I think, in the top 5 most educated states. So when companies look at that, and the demographics, so if you put all of those things together, I'm very, very bullish about the economy of Colorado.
Let's talk housing affordability, because I think that's where most people I know were looking at this. So daunting. It's been a challenge in Colorado for several years. What is your read on the market now? Is it a good time to buy? We're looking. Should we be?
Well, there's always a trade-off, right? When the economy does well, when people move in, which we saw from 2019, our net in-migration is still positive. And if you look at Colorado in terms of the population growth, a large portion of that is by international immigrants, right? And companies take notice. So there's a trade-off in terms of housing affordability, because whenever you have people moving in and all of that, cost goes up, especially housing-related costs. Right, but I think the state is doing a lot. The city of Denver is doing a lot. We had the Prop 123, which allocated funds towards tackling this issue. So again, I'm happy with what the state is doing and all the efforts. But the other thing in terms of this issue is that Colorado, if you have a little bit of flexibility, you can pretty much live anywhere. Right? You can, if you look at on the east side of Denver, the northern suburb, the southern suburbs on the west side, there are choices for every budget.
And there are a lot of choices, and I like that diversity there. But I know that a lot of people, just generally speaking, when they're going to buy a home, they wait for those interest rates to drop. Is that the only measurement that you should be applying to when you're looking for a home, or are there other things to look at?
I always say, if you want to buy, just buy, because you're looking at your long term, right? You're going to be in your dream home for a long time. So there's never a right time to buy. I feel that, interest rates have been high. And one thing that consumers and home buyers, prospective home buyers, have to adjust is that expectation. I know we have lived through a time when we've had interest rates in 2s and 3s. That is not going to happen in a long time. So we have to adjust our expectations to understand that the interest rate is going to be anywhere between 5.5 to 6.5 or around 7, right? So what do? We budget, accordingly on our monthly budget. And the other thing we need to do is save more so that you can have a higher down payment to lower your monthly cost. So one of those strategies. So again, it's that adjustment on your mindset in terms of what interest rates are going to be. And so just have to be prepared.
Do you feel like Colorado's leaders are doing enough? Could they be affecting policy in a way that creates more affordability for folks?
I think we are the leaders. We even in terms of education, we at DU created a program to educate professionals on affordable housing. And we had launched our first cohort last year and was very successful. So those things, that the universities are doing, I know there are other programs out there as well. And the state, I know, is doing a lot talking about these issues and coming up with the ways. It's not going to be an easy solution, and it's not going to be a short solution. It has to be a long-term solution.
Right. Well, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Dr. Vivek Shah from the Burn School, thank you so much for your insight today. We appreciate it.
Yeah.